Hello everyone, welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about my drawing process, so what I do to make an illustration from start to finish. So here we go. Okay, so in order to start an illustration, I always start with thumbnails. So thumbnails are basically miniature versions of the drawing just so you can kind of get an idea of the layout that you want to do. So I was wanting to draw Ladybug and Cat Noir from Miraculous Ladybug. So I was drawing various poses of them together. I was like the thumbnail stage is where you really experiment. You put down all of your ideas and then see which ones work. And then, like I did here, you pick one and then start like sketching it more thoroughly. This was my favorite of the poses that I had come up with. But when I started making it in a larger scale, it didn't really work for me. I just wasn't having fun, it was looking all stiff, so I ended up starting over. I turned off the camera and I just sketched. And this is what I came up with here, of them just standing there. Not as interesting of a pose, but I had more fun with it this way. So I had the sketch all like done out to the way that I kind of wanted it to be laid out. And then okay. I was worried for a second that it was going to be frozen there on Nat King Cole. But I basically just went over on a different layer. Like, the best thing about digital art is that, like, you can do things on different layers. So you can sketch it as many times as you want. When I'm doing digital art, I usually sketch anywhere from 1 to probably like 7 different times of the same drawing again and again, just because my digital drawings tend to be more stiff than my paper drawings. So here I was basically just like trying to finalize like the lines that I really liked. And like that's usually what I do, is that in the sketching process, I draw, like I finalize, I make all the lines that I want to be prominent, and then I go over with the line art. Here we go, here we start the line art. I always flip my canvas before I start doing the line art, just so that the drawing isn't all lopsided when I look at it, so it's more balanced. That's one of the great things about digital art, is that you can just flip the canvas really easily. It's harder to do with traditional art, but it's so nice. So here I was just going over the lines that I liked, the ones that I wanted to keep and make prominent. I had a lot of trouble with his like tail belt making it look good, so I tried it a lot of times. Moving on to Ladybug here. I really love drawing hair. Like, it's fun for me. So I always love putting a lot of detail and extra little hair strands in their hair. And here I'm adding spots on Ladybug's costume. And then adding like little details. Then line art is done. So now I move on to the color. So on a different layer, I start like doing colors. Usually what I do to pick my colors is I take the color of the line art and I put it down. Then whatever colors I need in the drawing, like his hair is blonde, so I needed a yellow. Her suit is red, so I needed a red. And then I just lower the opacity of those and put them on top of the line art color. Then I take whatever color is there, like on top of the line art, and it all looks like it all goes together because it all has that underlying tone of the line art color. Usually with my line art I use a red color. I have done this with black before, with black line art, and then pick the colors from there, but it usually turns out like a lot cooler of tones. Oh well, I'm moving too fast. So here I am coloring the line art. I always color the line art of my digital drawings. I think it just adds a level of like softness. I was having a lot of trouble with picking the line art color of Cat Noir's suit because it's a black suit. So I was like, what colors do I do? So I ended up going with like a green color. I think that really complemented it well. Makes his suit kind of look like it's glowing a little bit, and that makes me happy inside. So to color the line art, what I do is I create a layer above the regular line art layer, then make it a clipping mask. So that means that any color I color on that layer above the line art layer will be colored like only where the line art is. And then I add a blur, a Gaussian blur, so that just makes it look like soft. You can really tell it on Cat Noir's hair. Oh, and then I was adding little shines just to make their little suits all sparkly and cute. I actually decided to make their eyes just like the lines because I couldn't earlier in the sketching stage. I'm sure you saw me experimenting with different eyes just because I couldn't get Cat Noir's eyes right, so I just left them as the lines that I did in the sketching stage. I think it looks cute. It's like a different version of my style, which is always interesting. And then there I was adding the shading. I experimented this time. I actually had the shading be the line art color because it kind of unifies it all and makes it all look unified. So there I was doing her little her yo-yo, having it spin. That was really fun. I don't really do motion blur on things very much. That was really fun, experimenting with the motion blur setting on Krita. I use the program Krita, by the way. So yeah, it was really, this piece was really fun for me. I don't usually draw this sort of thing. And then I also don't usually draw backgrounds. It's very cheap backgrounds, but you know, I'll take what I can get. I had fun drawing the blue moon, doing the atmosphere lighting. That was fun. Yeah, and now I'm just now realizing that the background lines aren't actually horizontal. They're kind of at an angle, and it really bothers me. But you know, I'm not gonna go fix it. So anyway, thank you for watching. I hope this was helpful in any way. That's pretty much all I got for you. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.